Hello everyone, welcome to our energy of the day. It has been a few days since I did the card pull, but I went out of town and I just had a lot going on, but I am back. So, to my own surprise, I am still using the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck, which I really do enjoy this deck, and there were some questions I received again about different types of spreads, and there are so many ways that you can choose cards. I was asked specifically about the energy of yes and no questions, and I don't tend to look at read cards in that way. So what I will do is I will pull cards around the energy of either decision. So say, for example, you are trying to decide about a job. I will first pull a card to reflect your energy around the situation as a whole. Then I'll pull a second card to reflect the energy of like job A. And then I will pull a third card to reflect the energy of job B. And then, you could also throw in another card that would be like a card to show the energy that may support you in moving through any confusion that you may have or any fear that might be coming up. So that is my suggestion for that. Whenever you have a decision type situation, pull a card for the energy around the situation as a whole, and then pull a card for each side of the decision itself, just to gain some clarity so that you can make your own choice. And that's the thing. I'm not someone who looks at the cards to tell me what to do, but more so to give me some clarity and some insight so that I can make my own decision with more clarity or maybe a new perspective. So I think the cards are beautiful when used in that way. So anyway, today we have the sun still in Virgo, that Virgo energy, and the moon today is in Libra. And Libra is all about balance and relationship, how we relate to others. So there is an energy today, when you bring those two signs together, we can really consider the nature of our relationships, not just romantic, but even our friendships, any type of relationship, and consider, how we may be showing up in them, and if there are any ways that we can do some work, our own inner work, and how we may want to show up in ways that feel more aligned and with our own integrity of who we want to be in our relationships. Because the interesting thing around them is we all have certain roles that we play, right? So you may have a certain role in your family. You may have a certain role in your romantic relationship. And you may even have a role with your different friends. So today may be a good day to just have consideration around all of those energies. So because this is what is coming up, and I wasn't planning this, I'm going to pull some cards for us today around the energy of relationship. So the first card that I pulled is the Temptation card, which is similar to the Devil card in the tarot. So what is coming up around this is to be mindful of your own projections. Sometimes how we perceive our relationships are based on the stories in our own mind and our own projections of our own ego, our own fear, our own insecurities. And we may start concocting these stories that we start to behave out of. So today could be a really good day to check in with you and the role that you play, and how your mind may be playing tricks on you, really, or really tuning into the perspectives you hold around whatever these engagements may be. Now, something that can support us in that, if you are having any challenge in any type of relationship, something to support that, what I got is the Destiny card. And one of the things that's coming up with this right away is that there are several reflections of the same person. So again, the word perspective is coming through. Today, again, may be a really good day to consider the perspective you hold of even yourself. And it's funny that I was talking about roles, but even this could be a reflection of the different roles that you're playing. But in the very center of it all, What is the core truth or the core essence of who you are? And are you showing up in character? Are you showing up in your integrity, in your authenticity? Are you allowing yourself to be seen, to be vulnerable, to be witnessed just as who you are? And this sometimes could relate directly to our feelings. Sometimes we have a hard time with being honest and vulnerable about our feelings, especially when it comes to relating to others. So I'm going to pull one last card for today. We'll see what that is to wrap this up. And we have the moving on card. And so there's two messages coming through for this right away. One, sometimes when we are honest with ourselves and consider our perspective, and if we are being true to ourselves, sometimes we have to move on. We have to do things differently. Or the other side of this is that sometimes we have to, again, change our perspective, move on from our old point of view, move on from our old story, and really recognize that sometimes the upset or the stress or the dissatisfaction that we hold is all in our own minds. And we can change that at any time. You can change your perspective. Now, I have to say, it's really funny that this is coming up because I literally just earlier today recorded a whole episode of the Mind Body Energy Project with Tiffany, and our topic is choice and perspective. So if any of this is resonating with you, or you want to dive deeper into how your own perspectives may be impacting your life, be sure to join us in the Mind Body Energy Project this Wednesday. So you can find the Mind Body Energy Project on iTunes or here on YouTube. Either way, just subscribe and you can enjoy that show. Now, always numbers stand out to me. So it's interesting that the first card that we pulled is 15. Oh, I didn't pull the right card. The first card we pulled is 15. The 1 and the 5 equals 6. The second card that we pulled is the number 6. And then the other card we pulled is a 10, which can be a 1. So there are 2 6s here, and this energy can be a lot to do with balance. It could also do with home and family. So again, we can tie this into energy of our relationships, what hits close to home, those relationships that nurture and support us. But remembering that at the end of the day, especially if we're pointing fingers, to look back at ourselves and our personal alignment, our personal perspectives, and how it may be influencing all of our engagements and interactions. So I hope that that message is helpful for you today. Very unexpected. Didn't expect to go down that rabbit hole. And if you want to learn more about me, the work that I do, and the other projects that I work on, go to my website, yewchi.com. That's YEWCHI.com. And I will see you all very soon.